Okay, imagine that you just walked into the interview of your dreams, and I'm the interviewer. I tell you that I've securely tied your hands behind your back and fastened your legs to that seat, and you're not going anywhere. I pull out a gun, I open the barrel, and I load 2 bullets into the chamber side by side. Close the barrel, let it spin, point the gun at your head, and I pull back the hammer, pull the trigger, click. Congratulations, you're alive. But before I look at your resume and discuss your role here at the company, I'm going to pull this trigger one more time, and I want you to tell me, should I spin the barrel or should I shoot the gun as it is? Difficult question. Yes, it is. Life or death. But it was actually asked in a real interview in a UBS. These questions, these puzzle questions, are more and more popular. Google asked its applicant to design an evacuation plan for the city of San Francisco. Procter & Gamble asked their client to sell them an invisible pen. These questions are difficult, they're bizarre, they're strange, they're seemingly impossible. So why should you care? Well, William Poundstone, the author of the 2003 novel, How Would You Move Mount Fuji, claims that our world is adopting a peculiar style of interviewing. Puzzle-intensive interview questions are infiltrating the Fortune 500 companies, including law firms, banks, consulting agencies, and even the armed forces. So as students looking for work in the possible future, maybe even this summer, you're going to have to sit down and interview, and you might run into one of these questions. I sure know that I'm worried about this, so I've been looking through articles and books trying to figure out how to deal with them. So the impossible interview questions. First, we'll try to figure out how you can answer these questions, what to do when you find yourself in a situation. Then we'll figure out why interviewers are asking us these questions. So first, how to respond. First thing to do is take a big, deep breath. You don't want to panic. That's the worst thing you can do. Breathe into the mouth, into the nose, out through the mouth. It's important that you breathe. As Richard Kuntz, the author of the article, How to Ace a Job Interview, says, throughout the interview, remain calm, breathe deeply, speak slowly, and focus on projecting yourself confidently. So leads us to our next point, confidence. It's important that you remain confident in that interview. The employer wants to see that you can react in these high-pressure situations without crumbling. Also, you need to make sure you answer the question. You can't just sit there looking like one of these guys, or you're not going to get the job. You need to show some sort of attempt at finding the problem, finding a solution to the question at hand. So these are a few tips and tricks of answering. Now I'll figure out, by answering why interviewers are asking these questions, we can do a better job at answering them. So why are they doing this? Well, the interviewers want to see that you are able to think logically and then explain yourself rationally and confidently. They want to know that you can make a decision and prove your point without getting caught up or freezing. Because when they put you in the position, in the real world position, they want to know that you're going to be able to react both confidently, accurately, and cohesively. Rusty Rueff, the former vice president of HR at Pepsi, wrote in a 2011 Money Watch article that it's not always about getting the right answer, it's about how you tackle a challenging problem. So sometimes there may not be a right answer to the question. The interviewer has put you in this uncomfortable situation. They might not even know their answer. They want to see how your mind works. Scott Beagry, a journalist for Personnel Today, wrote that interviewers are asking questions that are unrelated to the work and downright bizarre to see how individuals react under pressure, as you can see this poor guy. So they placed you in these uncomfortable situations. You don't know what to expect. You may not know how to answer, but they expect you to come up with some sort of logical, rational explanation of what you think about the question. So impossible interview questions. We answered how you should respond when you're faced with these questions. You need to come up with some sort of answer, and you need to remain calm and confident. By understanding why these interviewers are asking questions like this, we can develop a better understanding of how to answer them. Some of these questions don't have answers. Some of them are highly mathematically complex. But either way, you need to be able to respond in some fashion. So I would like to leave you with a company publication from Microsoft.com that reads, "Get over your fear of trick questions. You will probably be asked one or two." So what's it going to be?